Stop whatever you're doing because what you're about to hear will make you question every single fake happy family post Bambi ever uploaded, every crocodile tear she dropped on reunion night, and every promise Scrappy made to keep this chaos under wraps. Y'all think you know the story? Ha. You don't know the half. Imagine this: a secret DNA test, a hush-hush late-night phone call that accidentally got recorded, and a lawyer who swears this is just the first nail in Bambi's designer coffin. And who's dropping all this heat? Not some shady gossip blog. It's Scrappy himself, stepping in front of cameras and spitting words that'll make even Mona Scott Young clutch her storyline binder. He didn't stutter. He didn't sugarcoat. He looked dead in the camera and said, "I got the papers, I got the tapes, and I got tired of pretending." Now, rumor is, Bambi's been scrambling like an unpaid intern, deleting texts, blocking old flames, and trying to figure out how to spin this so she doesn't lose every brand deal tied to her last name. But baby, the streets, they're not buying. Her rerun excuses this time. Whispers say even Mama D fainted when she heard the real father's name. And trust me, you ain't ready for who might be paying secret hush money under the table. So don't scroll, don't blink, and don't think for a second that this is your usual cheating scandal. This is bigger. This is biological betrayal. And Scrappy's DNA receipts just cracked Bambi's whole fairy tale wide open. Grab your tea, you'll need it. Because once we unpack this mess, there's no unseeing it. And what's coming next might just end careers for good. If you thought Lil Scrappy's heartbreak was the peak of mess, buckle up. Because what just leaked makes every past cheating rumor look like kindergarten drama. The receipts are real. The betrayal is deeper than any reunion fight. And for the first time ever, Scrappy's playing offense, with court-stamped DNA proof. Let's rewind this messy reel before we hit play on the meltdown. A few months ago, whispers started floating through Atlanta barbershops that Scrappy was asking around for a discreet testing service. At first, folks laughed it off. Bambi cheating so boldly she'd risk a moment? Nah, not Bambi. She had everyone fooled. The baby pictures, the couple TikToks, the tears on stage, the pretty apology posts. But insiders now say Scrappy's gut told him different. A close friend, who asked to stay nameless before they get dragged into this federal-level circus, spilled that Scrappy noticed small things first. The baby's middle name, which Bambi pushed for, matched the name of an old fling from her pre-love and hip-hop days. Then came suspicious girls' trips, a burner phone hidden behind her glam kit, and one late night when Scrappy woke up and caught her whispering in the bathroom, supposedly to her cousin in California. Yeah, right. But this man didn't scream. He didn't throw hands. He played it smart. He called up a private investigator, the same guy who once trailed Rashida's husband Kirk back in the day. So you know this man is booked and busy. Within a week, dude had GPS pings, secret calls, and allegedly a recording of Bambi bragging about keeping a safety net just in case Scrappy acts up. A safety net and a side baby. Lord. Now the DNA bomb itself, that was the final nail. Scrappy, calm but cold, swabbed the baby during a visit while Bambi was busy shooting content in the backyard. He mailed it himself, paid double for a rush result, and waited. The results came back while he was on tour. He told his tour manager, "Cancel tonight's show. I gotta fly home. This ain't no regular day." Nobody could reach him that whole night. But next morning, boom, an Insta story drops. Black screen. One line. Sometimes the blood ain't thicker than betrayal. Within minutes, fan pages lost their collective minds. Bambi's comment section turned into a crime scene. One user wrote, "Girl, you was really out here playing The Sims with Scrappy's heart." Another simply posted, "My gifts. You are not the father, sis." Meanwhile, Bambi tried to spin it. She posted a photo of her praying hands, tagged nobody, captioned, "God knows the truth." Unbothered. But baby, receipts don't care about your motivational quotes. Mama D, though? She didn't hold back. She fired up her Instagram live while sipping her iced Hennessy, crown tilted slightly crooked. She told 85,000 viewers, "I begged my son not to trust that lace front liar. I knew she was dressing up a mess. And now guess what? I'm about to be the grandmother I was always meant to be. to my real bloodline, not this confusion. The comment section was straight chaos. Fans spammed crown emojis and clapped every year. Time she called Bambi a discount storyline. Meanwhile, the streets say Bambi's so-called spiritual advisor, the same woman who sprinkled Florida water around her house for protection, ghosted her. Some insiders claim even Mona Scott-Young is pacing hallways at VH1, trying to figure out if this mess can be edited into a 3-part reunion special. Because trust, if it's filmed, it's going to print coins. But here's where it gets colder. Scrappy ain't stopping with receipts. He's lawyering up. A source close to his team confirmed he wants full custody, immediate child support investigation, and retroactive spousal repayment. Why? Because as he told his lawyer, if I fed lies for years, she can feed them alone now. Ouch. Fans are screenshotting every suspicious clip from old episodes. The crying scenes, folks saying she was thinking about her side dude, not Scrappy. The baby shower episode, people pointing out how she never looked Scrappy in the eye when he talked about legacy and bloodline. Reddit threads are on fire. How did we miss the signs? Now, if you think that's the worst part, hold your wig. Because one anonymous production intern claims they found raw footage from a cut scene where Bambi allegedly argued with someone on FaceTime and said, "Clear as day. Scrappy think he the daddy. Let him think that. It's good TV." And just when you thought it couldn't get filthier, boom! A shady blog posted what they claim is a snippet from a voice memo between Bambi and an old fling. It's muffled, but you hear her giggle. "Ain't no man gonna chain me up with some ring and a baby. I do me. Always have, always will." Before y'all even catch your breath from that DNA bomb, let's get straight into what's happening behind those closed doors. Because Bambi's meltdown isn't just some teary apology, video for her close friends. It's a Category 5 PR hurricane with receipts, burner phones, and a hidden baby daddy who's about to regret answering that FaceTime in the first place. Right after Scrappy dropped that single Insta story, sometimes the blood ain't thicker than betrayal, Atlanta streets turned into a live soap opera. Bambi went ghost for a whole 12 hours. No posts, no stories, no paparazzi sightings. Then boom, a shaky, makeup-free live at 3 a.m. She sat cross-legged on the floor, candles burning behind her like she was summoning ancestors to come rewrite this storyline. She sniffled, wiped a jaws, tear, and said, "People don't know what I've carried. People don't know how I suffered in silence, girl." The comment section was on fire. One fan typed, "This ain't Euphoria, ma'am. It's Maury. Show the papers." Another said, "You didn't suffer. You scammed. Now run them receipts back to Scrappy." Mid-live, her phone buzzed. She glanced at it, eyes wide, then ended the stream without saying bye. Fans swear they heard her mutter, "I told you not to text me now," before she hit end. Who was texting? Well, buckle up, because insiders claim the real father is a local club promoter named Rico. And guess who's known Rico for years? None other than Stevie J. That's right. Rumor is Stevie helped Bambi keep the Rico connection quiet because it benefited him too. More messy storylines, more chaos, more checks. Meanwhile, Scrappy? He's not staying silent anymore. He's talking to lawyers, production, and even sitting down with a local Atlanta radio station for an exclusive tell-all. That's rumored to drop next week. One source at the station claims Scrappy's only condition was, "I want 0 edits." They gon' hear it all. Let's talk about the meltdown inside that pretty 2-story house Bambi used to flaunt on Instagram. Neighbors say they heard shouting, glass breaking, and someone screaming, "You ruined everything." Some say Bambi's sister showed up, banging on the door, yelling, "Pack your bags before he sues you for the walls too." Allegedly, Bambi's been on the phone nonstop with her brand partners, begging them not to pull her skincare and hair deals until she can control the narrative? Too late, sis. One big hair extension company already wiped her face off their website and archived all collab posts. But the biggest twist? Scrappy's mother, Queen Mama D, turned into an FBI agent overnight. Not only did she leak a screenshot of an alleged DM Bambi sent to a mystery number labeled Rico Club, she read it aloud on her live for 70,000 people. Mama D held her phone up like a preacher with a holy scroll. Look at this mess. She texting him at 2 a.m. talking about "meet me behind the hookah lounge, no cameras." You can't make this up. Fans were screaming in the comments. One wrote, "Sis exposed her own daughter-in-law like a Marvel villain." Another said, "Mama D, the real Mona Scott Young. Hire her now." Bambi, clearly cornered, tried to hit back. She posted a 10-second story of her getting a facial, captioned, "Can't mess with what stays flawless. Y'all pressed, not me." But nobody bought it. Meme pages screenshot that clip and slapped, "When the DNA test says you just lost the bag," in bold text. Within 2 hours, it had 500K likes. Meanwhile, Rico, the alleged real father, started panicking. One messy YouTuber dropped a blurry clip of Rico outside an Atlanta club saying, "Man, I ain't the daddy, that's cap, but plot twist." That alone sent the internet into a meltdown before he even opened his mouth. Hundreds of fans and gossip bloggers crowded the sidewalk. Mama D was front row, fanning herself dramatically like the queen of petty she is. As Scrappy stepped up to the mic, the whole room went dead silent. You could hear a pin drop, or at least Mama D's Hennessy cubes clinking in her solo cup. He cleared his throat, looked dead. He looked into every phone camera live streaming and said, "I owe y'all this. They sold me as a clown, a storyline, a fool. Now I'm selling. The truth. DNA don't lie, and I ain't the father." Boom! You could almost feel the air get sucked out the building. Outside, people screamed. Twitter went feral. One girl fell out on the sidewalk yelling, "Not my man Scrappy dropping receipts like Beyoncé drops albums." He held up the printed results. Big, bold letters, "Negative match." Then, without flinching, he pulled out his phone and hit play on an audio recording. It was Bambi's voice. Same soft baby girl tone she always used in confessionals. But now, she was giggling, whispering, "Long as Scrappy don't know, we good. Rico gonna keep quiet. He's scared of Mama D anyway." The room gasped so loud the mic cracked. Mama D stood up and screamed, "I knew it! That heifer played my baby boy for a fool." She grabbed the folder from Scrappy's hand, held it over her head like Simba on Pride Rock, and yelled, "This is my DNA now, and this family, back in order." Meanwhile, poor Rico, the so-called real father, was spotted at an Atlanta airport the same hour, hoodie up, sunglasses on, moving like a fugitive. TMZ's fake cousin blog caught him trying to bribe an airport worker for a private exit. One fan tweeted, "Somebody tell Rico Mori ain't filming today. It's too late, King. Run." Inside the press conference, Scrappy wasn't done. He pulled out another folder, smacked it on the podium, and said, "Not only did she lie about the baby, she lied about the money. My lawyer found out she's been funneling appearance fees into a fake LLC under her sister's name." Fans in the back gasped like church mothers catching the Holy Ghost. One blogger live on TikTok screamed, "That's a federal setup. This about to be a Rico case. For Rico." The comments? Pure chaos. Scrappy went from baby daddy to baby detective overnight, and if that wasn't enough, Scrappy had one last surprise. He handed the mic to Mama D, who was more than ready for her viral moment. She looked right into every live stream and said, "Bambi, baby, you thought you was slick. You thought my son would never find out. You forgot. I been petty longer than you been alive. Now pack your wigs, pack your prayer candles, and pack your storyline, 'cause this queen is reclaiming her castle." Fans outside chanted, "DNA, DNA, DNA," like they were at a championship game, even local Atlanta news. Vans pulled up trying to catch Bambi's reaction, but sis, nowhere to be seen. Rumor has it, she locked herself inside her sister's apartment and turned her phone off after Scrappy went live for the entire internet to witness the destruction. Meanwhile, brand deals that hadn't already dropped Bambi started releasing statements. One hair brand posted a story. "We stand for authenticity. We do not stand for fake families and hidden daddies." Another skincare company unfollowed her and posted a meme of Maury holding an envelope. Petty level, masterclass. Fans flipped old clips into new memes overnight. One viral video showed Bambi crying at the reunion while Scrappy rubbed her back. Caption, "When you crying 'cause you lied, but the check's still clearing." Over 2 million views in 12 hours. But the wildest twist? Mona Scott-Young had to step in. Word on the curb. She's now pushing VH1 to air a last-minute spin-off titled Love and Hip Hop DNA Wars. Insiders say she's dangling big reunion checks for anyone willing to film a sit-down, where Bambi must face Scrappy Mama D, and if they can catch him before he changes his number. Rico.Bambi, reportedly, is trying to negotiate a damage control tell-all, claiming she was manipulated by people in her circle and didn't want to break Scrappy's heart with the truth. But fans ain't buying it. Top comment under her. Last photo simply said, "Sis, the truth broke itself. And so did you." And Scrappy? He's flipping the pain into a bag. He announced during the Q&A, "This ain't gonna bury me. It's gonna bless me. I'm filming a docuseries about betrayal, fatherhood, and how a man can rebuild after getting played on national TV." He looked straight at the camera, winked, and said, "Y'all think I'm petty now? Wait till y'all see the bonus footage." One of his lawyers even whispered to a blogger, "Scrappy is exploring civil charges for fraud and emotional manipulation for profit, if true." Bambi might not just lose fans, she might lose bags, cars, and that pretty house she bragged about. One legal TikTok account explained how Georgia law might allow Scrappy to sue for marital fraud, especially if she benefited financially while lying about paternity. Woo, karma with a law degree. And guess who's in the background laughing like a villain? Mama D. She posted a boomerang at a restaurant after the press conference, sipping wine with the caption, "Sometimes the trash takes itself out, baby." Comment section, legend, period. So now, Atlanta's favorite messy family has flipped the item. Script, Scrappy's reputation, stronger than ever. Mama D, certified icon, Rico, might be applying for witness protection. Bambi, still MIA, but probably drafting the longest apology post-reality TV has ever seen. And the streets? They still want more. They want the raw footage, the reunion fight, the confessionals, the TikToks, and the docuseries behind the scenes. One thing's clear. This DNA scandal didn't just expose Bambi's lie. It proved Scrappy's biggest flex is that the truth don't need editing. The truth was always on his side. Stay right here because the next leak? Rumor says there's a voicemail from Bambi's own sister, begging Scrappy to keep the real off the internet. Spoiler alert, he's not keeping anything quiet. Not this time. Bambi's marriage? Confirmed over. Scrappy's career? Back from the dead. The streets of Atlanta? Never been messier. Just how we like it. Now that you've witnessed every jaw-dropping twist, every side confession, every DNA receipt Scrappy dragged into the light, tell me this. Are you still Team Bambi? Or has she officially lost the crown for Queen of Manipulation? Did Scrappy just pull off the greatest comeback in reality TV history? Or is he still hiding more secrets under that hoodie and those manila folders? And don't even get me started on Rico. Should he finally step up and own his part in this baby plot twist? Or keep hiding behind club flyers and burner phones? Drop your wildest theories in the comments right now. Who leaked the voice memos? Is Mama D plotting a whole new spin-off with that DNA folder as her royal scepter? And do you really believe Bambi's next move is redemption? Or is she about to ghost the entire internet until the fire dies down? One thing's for sure. We're not done here. Not by a long shot. The streets are already whispering about more voicemails, hidden camera footage from that so-called girls' trip, and an unreleased argument clip that Mona Scott-Young allegedly buried. To stop the season from getting canceled mid-production, and y'all know us, we're gonna dig it up and pour every drop of that tea, boiling hot, unfiltered, and louder than Bambi's excuses. Before you close this tab, smash that like button if you live for messy receipts. Hit that subscribe so you never miss the next bombshell. Turn on notifications, because trust me, this storyline ain't done dropping bodies yet. Stay tuned, stay savage, and remember, here, the tea never sleeps. See y'all in the next expose, where the DNA might change. But the drama never does. If you'd like this adapted as a video script with scene direction and transitions, a podcast voiceover script, clickbait-style article, let me know. This drama's got layers, and I can format it for any platform.